Most crimes leave something behind. Evidence, witnesses, a trail that leads somewhere. But this case left almost nothing. No headlines, no lasting investigation, no clear record of what really happened. And over time, it didn't just go cold. It disappeared. Almost as if it was never meant to be remembered. In 1993, in a quiet industrial town known as Hollow Creek, a case was quietly opened. And just as quietly, it was closed. The subject of that case was a 26-year-old records clerk named Adrian Wells. Adrian lived alone, worked predictable hours, and rarely deviated from his routine. He wasn't involved in anything unusual, which is exactly why what happened next was so difficult to explain. On April 11th, Adrian left work at exactly 8:06 p.m. Security logs confirmed it. A coworker saw him exit the building. And that was the last time anyone saw him. Clearly. Because at 8:17 p.m., something happened. Something that wasn't reported, but was recorded.
The following morning, Adrian didn't arrive at work. By midday, concern turned into action. Police were called. And when they entered his apartment, they found something unusual. The lights were on. The door locked. And inside, everything looked staged. A chair pulled out. A glass of water untouched. And on the table, a single file folder. Empty. At first glance, there were no signs of foul play. No forced entry. No struggle. But then, investigators noticed something strange. There were no personal documents. No identification. No records. Almost as if Adrian had never lived there at all.
Even more concerning, his employment records were incomplete. When authorities returned to the workplace, they expected answers. Instead, they found gaps. Adrian's name appeared in some files, but not others. Security logs showed him leaving, but no record of him entering earlier that day. And then, the footage from 8:17 p.m. was reviewed. What they saw didn't make sense. For a brief moment, Adrian appeared to stop in the middle of the street, turn, as if reacting to something. And then, the footage cut. When the recording resumed, the street was empty. No Adrian. No movement. Nothing. But investigators noticed something else. The timestamp skipped from 8:17 p.m. to 8:23 p.m. 6 minutes, completely unaccounted for. Over time, theories began to surface. Some believed Adrian staged everything, erasing his identity and disappearing. Others suggested something more deliberate, that records were altered, removed, hidden. But the most unsettling theory was that this case wasn't ignored by accident. It was minimized. The case was officially closed, just weeks after it began. No conclusion, no follow-up, and no explanation. Over time, records disappeared, files were lost, and eventually,
The case itself faded. But even now, if you look closely at what remains, you'll notice something unsettling. Not just what's missing, but what was never meant to be found.